How's it going, everyone? Tim here, TRD Adventures. Hope everyone's all well out there. Thanks for tuning in. As always, much appreciated. So you may have seen a little teaser on the TRD Adventures Facebook page and my Instagram account. We have here some Voodoo KLRs in red compound, but something's just a little bit different there. So these are the Voodoo KLRs. These are 1.9 tires, 4.7 tall. This is the new KLR design that is coming from Ontitled here probably very shortly. So I was talking with Matt the other day. We were just talking about a few things in the RC world and whatnot like that. And he asked if I would like a set of the new KLRs to take a look at, do some testing and stuff like that. So yes, very much so. So very honored to have that opportunity to not only get a set of these so early and to test them and whatnot, but to see the new design. Very excited for some KLRs to be coming out. They can just be one of those tires that hard to get with everything going on in the world right now, but stuff we're starting to see almost some light at the end of the tunnels in a lot of areas. So I think we're starting to get there. We're starting to get there. So but in the meantime, one thing that will help if you are interested in getting the KLRs or any other Voodoos on the Ontitled site, now they do have a newsletter that you can sign up for through email, which will give you email updates on the new tires and drops and stuff like that. So definitely sign up for that if that's something you're interested in getting. Let's go over here a little bit visually here. So here is Voodoo KLR. Now this is a gold tire that I have right here in my hand. I do have another red over here, and this is the new red. So real quick, we'll just hit the, I believe this does come in, I can't remember the last set I opened, but it does have a little memo in here. This is the red compound. It is extremely soft and designed for competition level rigs weighing no more than 6 pounds. This compound is not designed for daily trail use, and I will verify that statement. The red compound is very soft, so it is designed for pure grip and stuff like that. So softer compound, it's going to wear faster. So if you have it on like a 12-pound T-Rex 4 and take it out on a very hot day on some very aggressive rocks, the tire is going to wear down significantly faster. That's just soft compounds do that. Same thing with 1-to-1 tires and stuff like that. Softer compounds, they have all the traction, but they wear extremely fast. And there will be other compounds available. They will still offer this red, gold, and I do believe the email said silver as well. So there will be other compound options coming out with it, but I wanted the reds because it is wintertime here. So it is cold, so softer compound in the cold is going to do much better. And it was about time to switch from golds to reds on my rig anyway, so perfect timing here. We still have the good proven Voodoo tread pattern here. Now one thing to note and look at, so the mold patterns normally we see on the KLRs is right here down the center line. So on the new KLR design, it is right here, just offset of the center, just a little bit. So that's something to take a look at and look for. Next up here are the logos. So here is the standard logo that we've always come to a custom for, and here is newer Voodoo logo that we've seen on the page several times. Also, the KLR has changed just a little bit, a little more pronounced, and the Ontitled logo itself is also just a little bit bigger and more pronounced there. So now we'll go to the inside. So this is a red compound, and this is the new red compound. So one thing specifically, you see here, we have the lines here on the sidewall, and you can see how far they rise up and stuff like that. Now here are the ridges on the new KLR. You can see they are a little bit down there, and I think if my eyes aren't deceiving me, just a little bit of difference here within the center ribs. I believe it was mentioned in the newsletter, and I know he said it several times on the pages. Now the big changes here were for the sidewall. Now the KLR is typically known for a stiffer sidewall, so this was designed just a little bit there to soften up just a little bit to conform to foams and different foams better. Stuff like that, and also the sidewall is going to make it able to conform over objects, rocks, and stuff like that a little bit easier for more ultimate traction. Speaking of foams, it is a Voodoo tire, so obviously Halo foams are a foam of choice there. And on the Ontitled website, like I've mentioned several times, they have a breakdown of foams for your vehicle weight. So, but since this is a red and it's specifically looking at that 6-pound lighter option, so that's the foams you're going to want to look at there, which I believe will probably be the white dot, yellow dot, air down, and ultra air down. So those are part of the foams you're going to be looking at getting for the new KLR. Also was talking to Matt, and he knows I've been running the anti-foams from Three Brothers RC, and he was talking to me, he's like, well, with the new design, it wasn't necessarily intended, but he said it should actually complement the anti-foam very well. And just from one of the tires I've mounted up and able to feel it, I can feel, just how it conforms a lot there. We're gonna keep the same pattern that I was using on class 2. I am still experimenting with different tuning rod patterns and stuff like that. So it's winter time. I'm gonna be able to experiment quite a bit, take it out on a weekend, make a couple changes, or I can take some tuning rods with me and make changes right then and there. So probably try a couple different patterns on here. Weather here kind of went a little bonkers. It went from 70 degrees to 30 degrees like it saw a state trooper like that. But looking at the forecast for the weekend, looks to be, I think, a good 60-degree day in there and a 50-degree day. So I'll be able to get out and get some runs in, get some footage, and also plenty of other stuff to do. So I'm going to finish getting these mounted up on the wheels. We're going to get them back on the Class 2 with its new body, and let's see how they do. All right, well, let's get them out here. Got out of the truck and hit the trail there. My normal area up front, there's some bikes and some other stuff going, so my main area I'm kind of out of from my testing right now. So we're gonna hit just one of the normal rock path trails that we normally have here. Was able to scoot a little bit early, try to get some of this footage in. So it's a little chilly. I think we're about 45, 50 degrees. Not super cold, but I should do okay here. Now, normally with any of my tires, I always go through and I run them for about, a good little bit on the rocks just to get everything broke in. So we'll see how it goes today. was able to at least get out for a little bit and at least get some running footage in here. I wanted to at least include something with this video. I wanted to get more. I finished this body painting at work, and I had everything with me. I had a little bit of sunlight left, so I wanted to stop off, get a little bit of running video. I only had one 850 milliamp battery pack with me, so not a whole lot there. And the normal area, which you see in a lot of my other videos, in the front area there where I crawl a lot, that which includes the big slab, the other smaller slab, and a few of the more technical vertical areas, there was a lot of bike traffic and stuff like that, so I avoided the main area, and so I just crawled at a more one of our regular areas with a little bit less traffic. So not exactly the most extreme technical areas, and was still able to, get some good feedback and, kind of see the tire work. When I wasn't recording, I was just sitting there watching some areas in slow crawl. Like I said, the tread pattern's proven. It's KLR. It's going to crawl. The big changes with this one here is the insides in that sidewall with the rib changes. Now, I could see that in the tire conformity on the approaching and then initial contact on a rock. I could see that very, very well. So I think this is going to be rock solid. New design here. I'm really, really excited to hopefully get my hands on another set of reds and definitely some gold and maybe even the silver compound as well, just for summer and stuff like that. But it was winter time. Reds and my softest compound tires start going on my trucks if I do run them during winter. So it's, like I said earlier, perfect timing. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, if you're interested in getting your hands on some KLRs or any other Voodoos, drag tires and stuff like that, definitely hop on the ON6 website and sign up for that newsletter. That way you'll get up-to-date information on releases, pre-orders, and stuff like that. So always, especially with a high demand tire and stuff like that, it's always good, and that advance warning on when stuff goes up. I definitely want to get some more running video in this weekend. I'm in the front area where I normally crawl a lot. That is some of our more technical spots and more verticals, stuff like that. So I want to do some more testing there. So hopefully we'll be able to get some more running video on this weekend, and also hope it warms up a little bit. These are reds, but I don't necessarily like crawling in 30, 40 degree temperatures all the time. That 50, 65 degree, perfect for me. But overall, super, super happy with the tire, and again, extremely honored to have the opportunity to give these a go and see everything in person. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel down below if you haven't already. Any comments, suggestions, leave them down below. And as always, everyone have a great one and crawl on.